2-2.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's the first day of September, the final full month of the regular season, and that, of course, means rosters have been expanded. Major league teams have made the call to many of their most polished minor league talents, so we'll be seeing plenty of fresh faces in today's games. But before the first action of the new month gets underway, here's what happened in the final day of August. Starting off in the National League East, Dominic Brown was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits in the process. Max Scherzer continued his incredible season, earning the victory on the mound, his 20th of the year. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The New York Mets paid a visit to the nation's capital to play the Nats, and it was the boys from Flushing who came away with the win, the final 4-3. Matt Harvey was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. The Braves paid visit to the city of brotherly love to match up with the Phils, and it was the Phils who grabbed the victory. The score was 5-1. Darren Ruff turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. Howard Lorang gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. The Chicago Cubs took on the Brew Crew in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it was the Brewers who came out on top, the final 7-3. CC Sabathia threw the ball well and picked up his 13th win of the year. The St. Louis Cardinals matched up against the Buccos at PNC Park. The Cardinals grabbed the win. Final score was 4-2. Shelby Miller was impressive on the bump, earning his 12th victory of the season in the process. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. The Colorado Rockies paid visit to the City of Angels to take on the Dodgers, and it was the Dodgers who came out on top. The score was 4-1. The Cincinnati Reds took on the Padres in America's finest city, and it was the Reds who emerged in this one. The score was 2-1. Matt Latos earned the victory on the mound, his 8th of the season. The Diamondbacks went up against the G-Man in San Francisco, and it was the Giants who came away with the win. The score was 2-1. Madison Bumgarner was impressive on the bump, earning his 12th victory of the season in the process. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the NL. The Boston Red Sox were at the Trop in St. Pete to take on the Rays, and it was the Red Sox who came out on top. Final score was 6-2. Daniel Cordero collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively for the winning side. Clay Buchholz was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. The Kansas City Royals took on the Blue Jays at the Rogers Center. The Blue Jays came away with the win, 5-0. Gio Gonzalez twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound for the victory. The Orioles paid visit to Yankee Stadium to do battle with the Pinstripers, and it was the Orioles who came out on top. Final score was 4-2. Chris Tillman earned the win on the mound, his 11th of the year. The Chicago White Sox paid visit to the Tigers in the Motor City, and it was the Tigers who prevailed. Final score was 6-2. Rajai Davis was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. Justin Verlander grabbed his 15th win on the bump. He is currently leading the American League in wins. The Indians were in Minnesota to take on the Twins, and it was the Indians who came out on top. The final score was 3-2. Leo Barreto was on fire with the bat as he came away with 4 base hits in the game. Danny Salazar was impressive on the bump, earning his 12th victory of the season in the process. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Seattle Mariners were in Arlington, Texas to take on the Rangers, and it was the Mariners who came out on top. The final score was 15-2. A.J. Marks led the charge offensively with 3 knocks in the contest. Felix Hernandez started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. The Angels paid visit to Minute Maid Park to do battle with the Stros, and it was the Stros who pulled out the victory. The final score was 7-6. Jerome Williams was victorious in this one, earning his first win. And that's the show on this first day of September. It should be a fun day of watching all the newly minted major leaguers making their debuts. And don't forget to listen in tomorrow to see how they did.
With everyone standing